What's going on, internet, and welcome back to another video. Hope everyone's been well. I've been flat out busy as of the last couple of weeks, which has been really great. The video you guys are seeing today is the front section of the mural at the Daydreamers Cafe. So it's essentially the second half to my last video that had the massive wall out the back. That was for an outdoor eating area, and this front one is facing out to the street, and it's essentially just like a little bit of advertisement for the cafe. This mural had some challenges that the mural at the back didn't have. So this front mural is a completely brick wall, and the bricks are like pretty old and weathered away, so the sort of little channels in between each brick are really deep, and this sort of posed quite the challenge of having to paint in between each brick and the sections where I had detail, trying to actually paint that detail in the little crevices, which actually became pretty hard, especially like with the sections on the face where I had to kind of like slightly alter positioning of things so that like the eye and the nose and the mouth would fall on like a smooth section of the brick and not in those little crevices, so that they could be seen properly. But aside from that, it went really smoothly. It came out really great. The owner was stoked, and it was a lot of fun. It's a pretty cool little image. Was nice coming down to a smaller size after working on the monster out the back and being able to knock it over in I think 2 or 3 days. And also being covered by a roof, so not having to worry about rain was a godsend after working out the back. So as I said a bit earlier, I've been super busy lately. I've got a project coming up in Bendigo, which is a small country town. Well, actually, it's pretty big. It's a pretty big town outside of Melbourne. It's about an hour and a half outside of Melbourne. It's about 2.5 hours from where I live. And essentially what we are doing there is a open air art gallery. So they've got this laneway, this really cool old laneway that they want to sort of brighten up and, you know, bring some artwork and some interest to. So the walls are actually heritage listed, so the artists aren't able to paint on the walls as they are protected. So what they have done is they've got these big metal scaffolds that sort of run down each side of the wall, and then we are mounting these wooden boards with artwork to the wall. Sorry, not to the wall, to the scaffolding. It's a really fun project. There's, I think, about 10 artists or 10 or 15 artists involved. A lot of different styles, a lot of sort of different takes on the canvas, and it's going to be interesting to see how it all turns out. I'm actually working on 4 boards, so I'll probably make one sort of composition out of my 4 boards, and each board I think was about 2.5 meters by 1.5 meters, maybe somewhere around there. So it's quite a big project. Aside from that, I have a meeting today for another mural at a high school for a Year 9 centre. So fingers crossed that all goes well. And then I've been doing heaps of design work, heaps of commission work, hoping to get back to some sort of more personal paintings, sort of go back onto some canvas work and some oil work. But I've just sort of been so busy and kind of taking all the work that I can get. I haven't had too much time, which is a bit of a bummer. And then last weekend I was working for my brother's company and for VidCon actually. So my brother is a professional mountain boarder. Mountain board is essentially a snowboard with big sort of skateboard trucks on it and then all-terrain wheels. And the awesome thing about that is that you can ride them pretty much anywhere. So he's got a company where they tour around and do shows at different events. Last weekend was VidCon and they were doing a show there. So I spent a couple of days painting the ramps, painting these sort of diagonal, sharp, sort of stripe and triangular patterns on each of the ramps. So there's like a roll in, and then a kicker, and then a landing ramp, and then on the landing ramp, along with the pattern, I did a little bit of sign writing and just sort of paint up their logo and their social media and that sort of thing. And then, yeah, once I sort of smashed out the painting, VidCon was on the weekend at the Australian VidCon. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty fun event. I don't think it's anywhere as big as it is in America. They sort of didn't bring out any of the creators that I was personally interested in, but it was really cool to sort of be there, check it out. It's a good excuse to test out my new camera. I've got the Sony A7 Mark II, which I've been loving. It's been incredible, having a blast with it. So it was really fun to have the opportunity to then shoot the mountain borders throughout the day and sort of burn in that camera, give it a bit of crack. So that was a lot of fun, and that's about it really. As I said, hoping to get back to some personal work. Been sort of trying to edit these videos together a little bit more sort of like professional each time, and just trying to like up my editing skills and my B-roll skills and that sort of thing. So I mean, if you're enjoying it, really please let me know, because I don't know if anyone actually watches these videos all the way through or if it's just me. So drop a comment down below if you've enjoyed it, chuck a like and subscribe. I'm going to say it, I'm going to be that guy. But aside from that, I'm going to leave it here. I'll let the tunes write the rest of this one out, and I'll catch you in the next video.